Hello everyone and welcome back to Wardleton, where I assure you work is still going on despite I've had a lot of bugs to recover from. In addition to a couple of trips I've been making, work on this layout is still going. Obviously I've been doing a lot of filming on it. The most recent was the mainline sound videos, and I still have the 040 Thomas video to make, which I think I'm now going to release in May. Fitting enough, given that it's the month of the character's 80th anniversary. But let me talk about what has been going on so far. This area, you'll notice, is being repainted. In fact, pretty much all the track on the layout is going to be repainted of its sleepers using some matte 118, this Humbrol paint. And we move up, you'll notice that it's starting to get a very dark black wash. That's basically some watered down acrylic paint, because I want to give the impression that diesel engines like this newly acquired class 37 has been leaking oil when it runs around. Obviously this is going to be pretty much, I think, just the first two, the inner and outer track, because obviously you don't see a lot of oil leakage in yards when they're stationary. So yeah, talking of the 37, this was a recent acquisition that I got in Wakefield. Strike me as a bit odd because it's got its class number, although it doesn't have any running number. And this being a release by Hornby from 1996, apparently the running numbers were given to you as transfers, decals. And I have been able to get hold of an original set, so at some point I'll be adding some numbers to this and also giving it a paint job, because I think these bits here are meant to be painted black. I think most of them are. Of course, you guys have seen the Blossom on a Budget in progress, and I'm happy to say that the locomotive nameplates have finally arrived. They've recently been glued on. The loco has also been given its lamps on the front and the back. It also has its crew, a painted Trian crew. All that's needed for this now is a new motor. Now you're thinking, why not just have the old XO3 motor? Well, the XO3 motor is growly. And I would like something a lot more quieter, so I'm going to go for something from Peter's Spares. Now notice as well that I have this LBSC E2 out. This is going to get a repaint. I'm going to repaint this pretty much this deteriorating shell in a way, because it's already starting to lose some of its decals. Incidentally, I got this for free when I was at one of my Midland Railway trips. I think it was last year. This is going to be repainted into a BR Black E2. I have seen some reference photos, so that'll be interesting to do. I've also hopefully got the job of bringing one of my followers' Flying Scotsman back to life, with any luck. I don't always do repairs for followers. This is just going to be a one-off. But having repaired a fair few with my remagnetizer and stuff, I'm very much going to be willing to try and bring that loco back to life. Now, changes to some of the buildings. You may notice that the church has been repositioned pretty much sideways. It used to be positioned straight, and that was to allow a longer pathway, which has been painted on, to the gate. And where the entrance used to be has been improvised as a roadwork scene. I'm still trying to find some appropriate barriers, although I have found some traffic cones for the moment. And a little wire in there which is going to be painted grey and resemble a water pipe, or pretty much a greyish rusty brown. The playground, which is now connected to the church. Incidentally, I've had to cut a little bit of the tunnel mounting away in order for the church to fit. Obviously covered that up with some foliage and shrubbery. The playground, it has a bit more activity, because it's very difficult to find figures of small children, particularly sitting down, because I wanted a little figure of a child sitting down, position sitting, in order to sit on this swing. I know that Woodland Scenics, I think, do some swings with seated children, although they are very difficult to get cheap. So in the end, I just got a pack of seated people and just put them in various positions around the layout. Pretty much I think that's it. Obviously I have taken away the second back scene in order to do the paint job. I don't know when that's going to get finished because I'll need to top up on some Humbrol. But yes, work on Wardleton. Oh yeah, one more thing I keep forgetting. You'll notice as well that some of the brick walls, including the one on the pub and the ones in the yard, have some advertising stickers or decals just to bring out a bit more detail. And the area that used to be extended to graveyard around the church, well, that's basically just going to be a field where that lone coach will sit. And of course, I'll be adding some more stone wall shrubbery at some point, some spongy stone walls that Kevin's given me. So there we go. As I said, work on Wardleton is continuing, but it will take time. Hopefully some more shows are coming up in the coming months, which will help add to this. I am still waiting for the Elsica Toy Train and Doll Fair to make a return, but because they're still doing work on the building where it's usually at, there's no sign of that returning this year apparently. So fingers crossed for 2026. Which is a shame, really, because the only model railway show our end is the one from our club, and that's great. Although it'd be nice to have a bit of variety for all of us. But anyway, there we go. Work on Wardleton is continuing. Thank you for watching, and keep on modelling. I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye for now.